One.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, air combat enthusiasts. Welcome back to the DCS World's Asia Region Combat Competition ARCCO. I'm your host, Fath, and today marks the last day of week 2 that will push these pilots and their machines to their limits. But before we dive into the matches, let's take a moment to express our gratitude to the sponsors who make this all possible. Eagle Dynamics, TechView, and Fox 3 Minutes Solution. Their support fuels the excitement you are about to witness. And as the weekend draws to close, today we shall have a match between Malaysian Crips and the NZA Raiders. This should be their second match where Malaysian Crips was against Muvais, ended up with a draw. And for NZA Raiders, they went up against Guys and lost. So we shall see who will earn their first win or end up with another draw in this match. So on the blue corner, we have Malaysian Crips, fly by JJ and Adiru along with Zeke. And from the red side, we have NZA Raiders, fly by the Engines and Ragnar. And okay, looks like the pilots are already in the server in lining up on the aircraft. The prep time is already underway. We have less than 6 minutes left on the clock. So we are looking at on the blue side. We have an F-15. No, are we looking at different things? Stand by.
Yes, this is the first F-15E Strike Eagle in the match.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I yeah. Adiru actually started from Sukumi instead of Senaki Koki along with JJ. So we are looking at the first ever F-15 in the match. So we have Zik and as the weapon system officer or Wizo, and the F-15 is piloted by Adiru. So yeah, it's the same Zik, our co-commentator along with me. So for today, I will be alone for as your guide to go through against this match, and please bear with me. So we are seeing a lot of missiles, and the pilots and the aircraft is already taxiing. We are looking at one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Four pairs of MRAM, and I don't see any other type of missiles like the sidewinders or anything. Full on MRAMs for the Adiru and Zik pair, starting from Sukumi. So let's check out JJ. So JJ is flying the F-16. So same goes with him. Full on MRAMs. He is bringing in three MRAMs on each three pairs of MRAM on his side, and he's not loaded in yet his external tanks from what we can see here. So we have less than 4 minutes left on the clock. Let's check out the NZA Raiders. So we have Ragnar and Engines. Both are flying the F-16s. So they are all rocking the MRAMs. 6 MRAMs each. And they have loaded in their external tanks as well, waiting for the countdown of prep time to finish. So we are gonna see some matchup against NATO aircraft, 3 Fighting Falcons and 1 Strike Eagle. So we are looking at the liveries of the NZA Raiders, full on yellow and purple. It looks like just one of them using deliveries. Nope, nope, both of them. And they are starting to taxi their way to the runway of Beslan. So for the NZA Raiders, for short, so both of them are starting up from Beslan. Meanwhile, for the Malaysian creeps, JJ is starting up from Senaki Koki. Meanwhile, Adiru is starting up from Sukumi. So we shall see how this plays out into their strategies. Okay, Ragnar started to taxi as well, following engines from behind. So we have about 1 minute, 1 minute on the clock for prep time. So just for reminders, pilots are not allowed to enter the runway just before the prep time is up. They can stop short on the taxiway just before entering the runway, but they cannot proceed further until the timer is running out. So we're looking at Zeke and Adiru. So as mentioned, they start short from the runway 1-2 before the timer is running out, which is we have 13 seconds left, and we are starting up soon for the one and only match for today, and the closing match for week 2 of ARCCO. All right, the prep time is up. They can take off now. Let's go. Adiru is moving into the runway. Same goes with everyone. Let's see the takeoff from the mighty eagle. All right. Looks like the Raiders has taken off as well. Both Ragnar and engines has taken off, and they are heading straight towards the airspace control zone center, or the bullseye. Interesting takeaway here is that Adiru is starting from Sukumi Babushara, which is much further away to the bullseye compared to Senaki Koki, whereas JJ is starting from there, and he has much shorter distance for travel. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they started from the baseline, which is one of the closer A base compared to Mosdor, and both of them has quite a short distance to travel to the bullseye. They only have to travel around 60 miles From Senaki, they have 8 miles extra, which is 68 miles. Meanwhile, for the Adiru flying the Strike Eagle, they have to fly 20 miles extra, which is 90 miles from Sukumi to the Bullseye. So separation of 10 miles to 20 miles cannot be avoided between JJ and Adiru unless they try to reconvene somewhere before reaching the bullseye, reaching the engagement range. Ragnar and engines flying in close, quite a separation, around 6 miles only. It's still good for them. Enough range to cover each other. And they have entered zone and taken control. So JJ is coming in soon to have the zone contested. Ragnar and engines flying high, 37,000 feet and 29,000 feet respectively. Same goes with Adiru, already at 38,000 feet. JJ still flying steadily at 19,000 feet and still climbing, which is he already entered the zone and had it contested. For the Raiders, they only have 26 miles to the bullseye. JJ is heading slightly to the south side of the bullseye. Adiru is looking like he's heading straight towards the bullseye, flying high at Angels 43. I guess we're gonna see some long-range engagement, 20 to 30 miles, but we shall see. They all have the speed, they all have the altitude to launch AMRAAMs to such distance. Let's see how they're gonna leverage all of that. Looks like Ragnar is heading straight towards JJ, and JJ is facing head on to him. We have 44 miles, and closing in fast between them. Adiru is still far behind to have him covered. I guess he can see that engines is heading straight towards him. We're gonna see some flying missiles off the rail soon. 36 miles and closing in fast. They're both flying at the same altitude. First launch from Ragnar. It's an AMRAAM. 30 miles off. No launch yet from JJ. Ragnar is already deviating his course to the right side. No, to the left side. JJ is already started to defend. No counter launch from him yet. He placed his aircraft into a notch position, trying to spoof the missiles from Ragnar. Meanwhile, Engines is dropping his altitude, trying to defend. He probably expecting a missiles from Adiru, but Adiru is heading towards Ragnar now, and Engines is pulling away, leaving Ragnar to the risk of isolation. But JJ is already fully cold, still maintaining at Angels 14. Ragnar still maintaining high altitude 31, Angels 31. Adiru is coming in hot. No reaction from engines yet. The Adiru is coming in hot towards Ragnar now. We are looking at 39, 38, 37 miles and closing in fast. Ragnar is giving JJ's chase. MRAM off the rails from Adiru. First launch from the very first F-15 for the completion. Launch from Ragnar. If I have to guess, this is for Adiru. It is a counter launch. Both are launching from high energy state, high speed, high altitude. These missiles gonna prove very dangerous for both of them. One MRAM is coming in towards Ragnar quite fast, I might add. And it is still tracking. Ragnar is full on defensive now. He's dropping altitude, dragging the missiles off. Adiru is already in notch position, trying to drag the missiles off his energy, shedding the energy of the missile. Ragnar is pulling away, defeating the missile. Both are already losing their altitude at Angels 13 and 9 respectively, but both of them should be safe against those missiles. Meanwhile, engines is still far away at the back near the bullseye. Looks like Ragnar is trying to reconvene with engines. Meanwhile, JJ is in the middle between them. Adiru has to turn around before re-entering the zone. And he managed to stop short of the very edge. Okay, looks like engines and Ragnar is attempting to isolate JJ here. JJ fully aware of the situation, trying to reconvene with Adiru, as we can see here. Ragnar is attempting to cut JJ's retreat off, and he is already at 18 miles off. Launch from Ragnar. It is against notch aircraft, so we shall see whether this MRAM is gonna be able to reach JJ at this distance. Counter launch from Adiru, trying to back up JJ for his retreat. Engines, another missiles from engines towards Adiru. Three missiles in the air now. Adiru is braking left, heading towards JJ. Four missiles are in the air now. Another one from engines towards JJ. And JJ is still defending.
That was for Ragnar actually.
Oh, really?
It was an off axis launch from Ragnar.
Oh wow. Okay. Yep, the missiles is losing energy. Another 120 coming in towards JJ quite fast. And I guess the missile is losing. Nope, it's still tracking. Still tracking, but losing quite a lot of energy. Another missiles are from engines towards JJ, and it's coming in fast. Looks like quite an aggressive engagement from the raiders, and they are taking turns on engagement. JJ has no choice but to keep on full defensive. Ragnar is now chasing JJ. Adiru is trying to cover JJ's 6 o'clock. He's heading towards Ragnar now. Everyone is at low altitude, below 10,000 feet, except for JJ. Adiru is heading straight towards Ragnar. Ragnar is launching his missiles towards JJ. This is 11 miles launch. Adiru, MRAM from Adiru. Ragnar is covering himself between the mountains. Looks like the missiles is going to hit some squirrels, but Adiru is still giving Ragnar's chase. Engines is far back at the north. He has to come help Ragnar over here, and we're gonna see some short range engagement between Ragnar and Adiru. Missiles off the rails towards Adiru and splash. Adiru is launching 2 missiles toward engines. Response, another MRAM from engines. Quite a short distance launch for both of them. And is it gonna hit? And oh, the MRAM is still trying to give a chase, but it has no longer and has energy. JJ still has 3 missiles left on his pylons. Let's see what he can do this time against 2 engines, and Ragnar still flying between the mountains. Okay, JJ is trying to appear from behind. Looks like engines and Ragnar is not aware from where JJ is coming from. They are all hugging the mountains. Alright, launch from JJ. It's gonna hit engines and oh, stop shot by the mountains. Ragnar is coming from JJ, quite close. I guess he doesn't see him, but okay, Ragnar is turning away. JJ is still giving engines the chase. Oh, I guess not. JJ is facing against Ragnar now. Who's gonna launch missile first? Nobody. Nobody has the sidewinders, so okay, engines is coming in hot. I guess not. This is gonna be the battle of wits and situational awareness. So Ragnar and engines decided to pull back and re-engage. MRAM from JJ. This is for Ragnar and splash. Splash 1 from JJ. I guess engines didn't see where JJ is. JJ is pulling back. He has one missile left. Okay, looks like engines saw JJ and he's launching his missile. He still has one more on his wingtip, and the missiles hit the ground. Okay, JJ is re-engaging. Are we gonna see a launch? He has to be careful. He has only one missile left. but this is quite close, very close. Engines is re-engaging. He managed to get himself 6 o'clock from JJ. Launch, last missiles, and splash. No, it did not. Guns only, boys. Oh, looks like a maneuver kill by engines. Oh wow, that was intense. But at the end of the day, the Raiders managed to take control of the zone. So looks like the Raiders come on top for the first engagement here. So Ragnar is up on his last ticket. Engines still have one extra tickets left, but he has no missiles left. So I guess he's taking control of the zone for a while until his wingman is coming back into the zone. Meanwhile, JJ and Adiru is gearing up, and Adiru is already taxiing his way to the runway of 12 Sukumi Babushara. Alright, immediate takeoff by Adiru along with his Vizo Zeke. Engines just have to maintain control as long as possible because he has no missiles left, only guns. Adiru wastes no time and straight ahead towards engines. This match turns out quite an interesting back and forth between Malaysian Crips and the Raiders. They are quite relentless, especially the Raiders. They keep switching sides to keep on the pressure, especially towards JJ once Adiru was taken out from the zone. Okay, Adiru is heading not towards engine, so he probably expecting that engine still have some missiles left, but in fact he is not. But yeah, Adiru and Zeke doesn't know that. Adiru is extending further to the north, but he should have enough time left on the clock before the 10 minutes is up. Engines realizing that Adiru is playing it safe is giving a chase. trying to deter Adiru entrance towards the control zone to have it contested. Okay, JJ is already taxiing his way. Meanwhile, Ragnar is already on the runway now. He's taking off soon from Bestland. So looks like same loadout, 6 MRAMs and 3 external tanks for Ragnar. Alright, looks like the zone is contested. Adiru has entered the zone. Engines is still giving him a chase, trying to deter Adiru away. But as he realized that the zone is already contested, he is pulling back. JJ is taking off soon. Looks like the same loadout for JJ as well. 6 MRAMs. Alright, Adiru is still high at Angels 39 now. Trying to push engines away. We're gonna see whether engines is gonna eject and spend his last ticket respawning. I guess he is still waiting for Ragnar to come into the zone. Meanwhile, trying to stall Adiru. Okay, Adiru saw engines on his radar. He's heading straight towards him. 25, 24, 23 miles off. MRAM from him. Our MRAM from Adiru towards engines. What engine can do here is try to stall Adiru as long as possible. Engines is fully cold now. Let's see whether JG is going to cut him off. Ragnar has entered the zone, so let's see what engine shall do here. This situation is gonna be a little bit difficult to the raiders because they are practically only have one aircraft left because engines has no missiles left. What he can do, however, is try to stall Adiru, try to distract Adiru away from Ragnar so that he can waste more missiles on him. But we shall see. Engine is heading straight towards Adiru. Adiru is... Yeah, I think Adiru saw him. Meanwhile, Adiru and JJ is still fully loaded against Ragnar alone. The engines is giving a chase towards Adiru. A last-ditch effort to gun Adiru down. Adiru saw him. Okay, he is defending. Engine still giving him a chase. JJ is still far back at just entered the zone. Okay, looks like Adiru is cornered. Engines at the back, Ragnar at the front. This is a little bit tricky for Adiru now. Adiru has not realized that engines has no more missiles left. And Ragnar, he is locked into engagement with Ragnar now. Meanwhile, engines at the back, he just can cut Adiru off during his retreat. MRAM off the rails from Adiru. Counter launch from Ragnar. Adiru is still playing safe, not fully cold. Realizing engines are still at the back, he probably has realized that engines has no more missiles left. Ragnar is fully cold, however. There's not much distance between engines and Adiru aside from their altitude, but that gonna change soon. Okay, Adiru managed to pull away from engines and trying to reconvene with JJ. Ten miles, JJ and engines. We're gonna see some launch. Launch from JJ. Right now, it's still far back behind. Oh, not much cover, and engines is out. Okay, now engines is on his last ticket. He has to come back to the zone as quickly as possible before Ragnar is cornered. Easy kill by JJ. He probably realized that from Adiru that engines has no more missiles left. So there's no need for him to defend himself. Heading straight towards Ragnar now. Alright, Ragnar is hot towards JJ. Same goes with JJ. Amram off the rails from Ragnar. JJ already defending. Counter launch from Adiru. Oh, looks like the MRAM is still coming in fast towards GG now. They're still tracking. GG is now fully cold, getting the radar warning from the MRAM. And yep, looks like he is safe. Switching position, Adiru is now hot towards Ragnar. Meanwhile, Ragnar is still cold. Getting the warning from MRAM. And at the same time losing some altitude to drag the MRAM off. Far off from each other. Adiru is heading straight towards the red zone now, ignoring Ragnar in the north. Ragnar is re-engaging. Looks like the MRAM is dead. Okay, Adiru is turning hot towards Ragnar now. He's still high at Angels 36. Missiles off the rails from Ragnar towards Adiru now. No counter launch yet. 22 miles. Another missile from Ragnar. GG is coming to help Adiru now. Adiru is not. Yeah, he's starting to defend. Oh, looks like Ragnar has only 2 missiles left. He has to be conservative. Adiru is fully cold, realizing that 2 missiles is on his back, following him close. Oh! Maneuver kill! Maneuver kill! Huh. What happened? I didn't see what was his altitude.
I think he ripped the wing off.
That
Yes.
makes sense. That makes sense. He pulled a lot of G's trying to defend last minute against the MRAMs. Realizing
you
this
have to
GG, sorry.
So yeah, you have to remember that F-15 doesn't have a fly-by-wire.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's
okay.
very easy to over-G the aircraft.
I see. Okay, that's something new for me. Thank you. So yeah, I guess that makes sense because he still has a lot of altitude, so it doesn't make sense that if he is hitting another trees or squirrels. Engines is already off from Beslan. He's heading straight towards GG. GG is now all alone. I guess one thing to take note of about the F-15. Yeah, I'm looking at the replay. Looks like he is pulling very hard. Very hard. Okay, right now it's hot. There's some missiles coming from GG now. Launch from Ragnar, his second last missiles. Okay, MRAM is still tracking. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening now. And okay, missile just passing. Okay, I'm not sure why he expanded those two missiles. He has only one missiles left on his wingtip now. Actually, no more missiles. Huh. Okay, now it's engines versus GG. Let's see, it's gonna come on top now. Okay, JJ has the altitude advantage now. 7,000 feet above. $30 miles. Missiles off the rails from JJ. Counter launch from engines. It's a 25 miles launch for both of them. The two MRAMs just passed each other. The engines is defending. Same goes with JJ. Both are dropping altitude. Okay, this is quite dangerous for engines actually. Missiles coming in close. Very close and splash. Oh. Oof. It's now up to Ragnar, which is he has no missiles left. He has no missiles left. Meanwhile, JJ, I think he still has 4. Yep, 4. What shall Ragnar do in this situation? Yeah, quite a slip up from engines because JJ launched from such high altitude. So in that sense, JJ missiles can reach much further compared to the one launched by JJ. So engines has to defend harder. Okay, Ragnar is still low. He's trying to conceal himself from JJ so that he can come close and gun him down.
Yeah, so actually Adiru is still alive, but just not on the F10 map. He ripped the wings off, but he's still flying.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Let's see. He is still flying, but we cannot see where he is now. Huh. I guess that's F15 for you. Pretty tough. Okay, right now it's still low on the ground. I guess one thing he can do is drag this match into a draw, where both of the aircraft still in the air. Looks like JJ has no idea where Ragnar is now. they they have 19 miles separation only, but they are heading towards different direction. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with Adiru because we cannot see him in the map.
So meanwhile, it looks like these two are playing it safe.
Yes. JJ is not realizing that Ragnar has no more missiles. I guess that's good for Ragnar too. His presence alone enough to deter JJ now. But meanwhile, Adiru, I guess he is trying to RTB. But I guess this considered as not intact. So I guess it won't count. I'm not sure how many minutes left on the clock, but if I have to guess, it's gonna be less than 10 minutes. Adiru is still flying with 1.5 wing. JJ is still chilling high, ignoring right now at the back.
Yeah, it looks like right now he's trying to conserve fuel right now. He's only at 70% RPM.
Oh yeah, you're right. But he's flying low, so gonna place a bit on how much fuel is gonna burn. JJ is still circling around. Meanwhile, Ragnar is giving a free air show to the village down there. Adiru looks like he has no problem flying this aircraft with one of his wing clipped off. He was like, "Huh, we all fine. Nothing wrong here." At least he is not flying half the ship.
I have to say, Razbam did a really great job with the modeling on this Strike Eagle.
What do you
Very
mean by that?
detailed. Very
Oh,
detailed. Yeah.
especially for the flight model, I assume.
Well, it is early access still.
Yeah, true. I guess we will see more on the F-15 soon. JJ is coming back hot towards right now. Not exactly hot, just slightly hot towards the north side. %85 RPM.
Okay, that's it. Time's up.
Yep. Looks like NZA Raiders managed to get this match into a draw, while the Malaysian Creeps still has more advantage in terms of missiles and fuels, probably. So what they have to do now is RTB safely, and it's a draw.
Yeah, we still have to wait for the marshal
Nevertheless,
to decide what's the case whether is it considered airframe loss or is it considered he survived. We shall see. We'll wait for the marshal's decision on that.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there's a mention about getting the aircraft intact, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's gonna be up for the marshal to decide. And right now it's heading straight towards Besla now. JJ is probably coming back to Sukumi since it is much closer compared to Senaki Koki. Nevertheless, the first half of this match is quite entertaining, I might say. Both teams are very aggressive towards each other. Especially the Raiders, they are pushing, they are pressuring the Malaysian Creeps relentlessly, and they managed to pick Adiru off first and then maneuver kill on JJ. But on the second half, and JJ and Adiru managed to come on top, whereby Adiru managed to take engines off the match by firing a single missile. No, it's JJ firing a missile towards engines and take him out from the airspace. And then Ragnar, I think no, it's not Ragnar. I don't remember exactly, but one of the raiders managed to perform a maneuver kill against the Adiru. Not exactly maneuver kill, but forcing Adiru to rip his wing off and then rendered him useless in the fight. But now what we have to do is just land safely, and that's the end of it. That's the end of week 2, everybody. JJ is flying inverted. So it was JJ that stumbled his landing during last week match. So we shall see if he managed to improve over these past few days on his landing performance.
Oh, it
So
looks
we
like
shall
they
see.
managed to get a fire out on the F-15.
Oh, oh wow! I guess the fuel on the fuel on the right wing already expanded, I guess, and
Yeah,
managed to
probably. Yeah.
be extinguished. Yeah, we cannot see exactly where is Adiru and Zik is. All right, launch from AJJ. He's expanding all his missiles. Few millions dollar at one time. No, it's just ditching the missiles, I guess. Looks like right now it's coming up to baseline very soon. And I'm not sure where Adiru still is, as we cannot see him in the map. Okay, looks like right now it's on the final approach. Gears down. Touchdown. Beautiful. All right, a safe landing by Ragnar here. So he shall taxiing his way up to the parking way and open up cockpit, concluding the match for him. Now we left off with JJ. He is coming up to the final approach of Sukumi Babushala. Yeah, I cannot see Adiru actually.
He's right over Senaki right now.
Oh, Sanaki. Okay, I see. Oh, okay. I zoomed out, so that's why I didn't see him. I guess he is approaching Sanaki Koki now. JJ already dropping his landing gear now. Quite far off actually. Yeah, Diru just reached above the Sanaki Kokis. He is turning around to make another pass for final push to land. Meanwhile, JJ is still 3 miles off. Uh, very, very low. Okay, looks fine. Touchdown. Okay, looks like Adiru has also touched down on Senaki Koki.
Oh, he's riding out of runway.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh,
Okay, he managed to avoid the truck
he,
and the landing, the lights. Yeah,
yeah, he
I just need to
almost
get
clipped.
back
Yeah, he almost clipped off his wing
again.
again. uh, is he stuck? He looks stuck.
Well, we'll see what the marshal says.
Yep. All right. I guess it's a draw. I guess it's a draw, guys, between the NZA Raiders and Malaysian Creeps. Even though the first half was quite electrifying, but the second half they played safe once they both left with one aircraft each. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an unforgettable weekend of the air combat excellence here at the Asia Region Combat Competition. So, as we wrapped up, a huge shout out to our exceptional sponsors, Eagle Dynamics, TagView, and Fox3 Managed Solution. Your support has been instrumental in bringing this exciting event to aviation enthusiasts worldwide. As we look back on these five electrifying matches over the weekend from Friday to Saturday, we cannot help but be amazed by at the dedication and skill displayed by each team. So we hope a repeat onto the third week. We still at the group stage battle where we shall see the second and perhaps third match for each team on the group stage battle. So until next time, again, thank you for our all viewers. The not forgetting the our sponsors, as mentioned earlier, Eagle Dynamics, TagView, and Fox 3 Managed Solutions. So until next time, this is Fast signing off. Fly safe, fly bold, and keep those engines roaring. Goodbye.